Oh my gosh, Becky, look at that wake. That wake is so big, they must have a nice prop. But who understands those props anyway?
Cool Breeze Marine does.
Today, I want to take a minute to talk to you guys about the dangers of boating with debris in the water. Hi, I'm Kirby Leisman, professional wakeboarder and head coach for my wakeboarding school, Kirby School of Wake. And we spend a ton of hours in these water sports specific boats. And they're a ton of fun, but there are certain times of year when the water levels could be changing or just a lot of other factors that could cause there to be debris in the water, such as logs, boards from docks, maybe just little sticks and stems and whatnot. But that stuff can really do harm to your boat, because if you run over that, it could damage a prop or anything underneath of the boat, and you could even suck up some of the debris, blocking the water flow to your engine, and you don't want that. So another thing to think about is when you're out pulling wakeboarders or wake surfers or even tubers, of the dangers of putting your rider out behind the boat when there are potential hazards that could harm them. So here's the thing, when you get out on the water, always survey the area where you're going to be operating and be on the lookout for things in the water that could do that damage or harm. And you might even find that as you're out running around the lake, there are certain areas where you may see clumps of logs grouped together. A lot of times when you go around a turn or you're coming out of a cove, you'll see them. So then that's kind of where you want to avoid those nasty spots. And if it seems like there's random logs here and there, it's a good idea to have somebody out on the front of the boat who can kind of point out when there are logs coming up in your path. You may want to determine with your person who's doing that if they're pointing to the log or where to go, because if you get that mixed up, you might end up hitting a log anyway. And then another thing is, if you feel like you're coming up on a big patch of logs or you feel the boat running over some debris, the quicker you can let off that throttle, the better off you'll be. But in the event that you actually do end up hitting something, you feel a vibration, chances are you probably put a bend in your prop or maybe knocked it out of balance, and that's when you're going to need my friends at Cool Breeze Marine, because they can get that prop in their shop, shape it back out perfectly, and get you back out on the water. But in the event that you hit something, you might want to take the opportunity to buy a spare prop. That way, if you're out on the water with your family and you damage a prop, you've got a perfectly good one right there you can swap off and on. That way you don't miss any time on the water. So those are my quick tips on how to avoid hitting logs in the water. And like I said, if you get in a position where you need help straighten one out, my friends at Cool Breeze Marine will take care of you.
We like big props and we cannot lie. You other boaters can't deny. When a boat rolls in with a big old wake and a big prop in your face, you get
Got props? Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, does. Cool Breeze Marine, the prop specialist, Osage Beach.